We are making like a YouTube house, meaning that I'm moving in with a bunch of other YouTubers, 4 other YouTubers to be exact. There's gonna be 5 of us in this house, having a house to ourselves, making videos every single day for you guys. Daniel! Cam comes down 5 minutes later, he's like, mate, there's some girl literally getting like hit outside. And then when we thought about it, she actually came in and said, here, can someone phone the police? What was it? Was it like coke or something?
Oh mate,
I think it was
had
a
the
mixture.
biggest fucking come down.
I went downstairs and all I saw was this lad just digging the door, and within like the 3rd dig that I saw, the door was off its fucking hinges. I looked to my right, there's a girl and Cam fully naked. I mean fully naked, no towel or
Like
anything.
Adam and Eve.
Yeah, mate, it was literally like, I have no idea what's going on. Goes to the toilet. Whilst he's in the toilet, sends a nude to the girl he's currently at the pub with, okay?
So we need to tread carefully with this one because it could get multiple people in trouble.
What is up, guys, and welcome back to another podcast, okay? We're with Cam and Dan, who are quite clearly dressed for the occasion.
How can you have this much energy when we've just come back from a night out?
Mate, I'm fine. I just want to preface straight away that we are very
That
drunk.
Callum spiked us.
Yes, I spiked them with
Drugged
MDMA
us.
literally about 30 seconds ago.
Nice
So if it kicks in halfway through the podcast, you know why, okay?
And we've got Lionel Richie. Yeah, do you want to perform one of your songs for the camera?
Go on, Dan, sing us a song. Does you know a Lionel
Ain't
Richie
no
song?
mountain high enough.
That's
Ain't
Marvin
no
Gaye.
woman.
Oh, it's Marvin Gaye.
It's Marvin Gaye,
Same
man.
thing. That's what
Of course
we're
you
going
bring
for.
Gaye
Okay?
up, don't you? No, that's
Oh, Jesus Christ. Here we go. He's already started.
Sham
mate.
that,
He's already started.
sham.
If anything is said in this that offends anybody, okay, I just want to clarify. We are drunk. Therefore, our opinions don't matter that much.
We're
It's
not trying
drunk
to
opinions,
offend anyone.
Okay?
Not on my watch.
Okay, and I want to clarify. Cam is the most drunk out of all of us. Okay, Cam is by far the most
What
drunk.
makes you say that?
Oh, no reason. I just remember falling asleep on the tube on the way back. To be honest.
Oh
but
yeah, insert clip.
yeah, a little bit. Oh, then Dan, we're filming a podcast, okay? Can you avoid coughing, okay? If you're gonna die fucking quietly, okay?
Yeah, you need to have a word with yourself, you like.
Oh shut the fuck up, you specky cunt.
Ooh, look at him! And Cam's too drunk to do anything about it. It's beautiful. Okay, basically what we're gonna be doing right now is I don't do many of these podcasts, but when I do, we try and do them the best we possibly can. Therefore, this one is a council house reunion podcast. As you see, these 2 people here, we used to live in a council house together.
We
as you
did.
can
tell.
We
some
did.
grimy podcast, and you can probably tell by the way the dress right now. We used to live in some.
You won't be able to tell by him how many foods you wanted to
Oh, we went for a Nando's earlier. How much did Dan cream about a Nando's earlier? Can we talk about that for a second?
Oh, it was a nice Nando's.
So nice. Can we go back from
It
that?
was.
Yeah,
I
Dan
didn't say
literally
that, actually.
spunked all over his corn on the cob and the Nando's.
I didn't have a corn on the cob.
Okay, right. It's the same.
Oh, you had corn the cob? Oh, that's so fucking...
Mate, you look like a fucking garden bush. Be quiet.
Oh!
Right.
What, is that a shirt? Was that a shirt, dude?
Do you know why Dan's went that?
Right.
Because Tommy Robinson got jailed and he was like, I'm not standing for it.
Brexit means Brexit.
Okay, beautiful. Basically, what we're
That's
going to be doing, we'll be
it out
talking about like the
context.
memories we had in the council house, but they are going to be very drunk memories, and therefore there'll probably be a lot of shit said. We have notes written down each, I'm pretty sure. Do you have notes written down?
Oh shit, me phone.
I do.
Your phone, what are you talking about? Oh, you just moved the camera as well, Dan, do you? Hey, do you want to fucking break the
Yeah,
set
man,
more?
Tommy, sit down. Tommy for PM. No.
I've got time for Tommy.
I tell you this as a friend, yeah? Because I realise you're very drunk. Are you recording right now? Is it switched on?
I am, mate. I'm 8 minutes in.
Yeah. 8? How are you 8 minutes in?
Because I was ready before you motherfuckers.
Well, you started recording 5 minutes before we
Look,
actually
I've
started.
got a water. What have you got? What have you got? Highland Spring. That's what London changes you, people.
Out of the
London changes you. You can't just have tap water. No, you can't just have tap water like the rest of it. You know when we were coming on an Uber?
Yeah.
On the way here, what did you say on the Uber back here?
What does it?
What you know what you said?
I've said a lot of shit, mate. Specifically, what does it?
You know what? You went, fuck the viewers.
What do you mean? Fuck the... How have I ever
Didn't
said
he
that?
say that? He was like, oh, yeah, I only do this for money.
If I, did
I was
it
like, oh!
if I did it for money, I have very low standards. Because trust me, we're
I've got
not
a
earning a lot
special
of
guest.
money. Ben Phillips. Beautiful. Is he in shot? He's not even fucking shot.
Oh,
How are you
shit.
gonna put that? How are you going to do that and not put him in shot? Dan, I'm...
Come
yeah.
on.
Move me further to the left. Jesus Christ.
Sorry.
To the left, to the left.
Whilst we're here,
Mate,
boys...
what are you doing?
I need to trim my bush.
Oh, fucking hell.
I'm not
Oh,
putting
actually,
that-
that's a good start.
I'm not putting that back on.
Whoa.
Speaking of bushes...
Oh, Oh,
we'll get
yeah.
into it in a bit.
That last you picked up in a bush.
Yes, okay. I shagged many people in bushes. Yeah, of course I did. Okay.
What, you went dog
before
hunting?
we do get anything, before we get doing anything, what was your opinions on your first London night out, Cam?
First London night out.
Yeah.
Was that your first London night out?
It was with you.
He's a veteran.
Kind of.
As you can see,
Well,
he's a fucking veteran.
It was
Thrice.
I wasn't disappointed, but I don't think it was because Newcastle.
Yeah, we're spoiled with Newcastle, though,
No,
to be fair.
Cam, can you remember? No, right. You were fuming when we first got there. 'Cause we got there at 11:30. If you don't know already, that's very early to get to
You
a
were
night out.
fuming when we got
girls-
there.
the
so-
girls-
Yeah, because he was complaining. He was like, "Oh, it's very dead here." I was like, "Yes, because you told us to go at 11:30."
No, actually, you said, shall we boot the Uber now?
Go on, Cam, explain. Go on.
The girls were very nice, but
It was a sausage fest.
No, it wasn't. There's more girls than boys in there. You want to know?
Nah, there
No,
wasn't.
there was a lot of nice girls, but the lads were like wearing suits, and I was like, "Yeah, Sebastian, put your hockey stick down because I'm gonna hit you in the face."
So that ruined your whole night, did it?
It did actually, because
think
Sebastian, that was keep the full tuxedos keep going. And he was going Old Town Road. I was like,
Do you know the
"Fuck off."
weirdest thing? We have no idea what his name was, but as soon as he said Sebastian, I knew exactly who he was
Yeah.
talking about.
Look at that.
The bloke in the blue suit.
We're coming back on the Uber, and he was there in the Uber next to it, like dancing. I was like, "Fuck off."
But overall, what do you think? Bear in mind, we went to Roxy, yeah, and it was dead when we first got there. How busy was it once we actually got into it, once you stopped complaining a little bit?
No, it did get bad.
It was very full.
It filled
I
up with
must admit.
stories.
It
did,
did.
it did.
It had the smell of Boris Johnson in the air.
Boris Johnson, really? London's not that bad, that's what I've learned. It's not that bad. It's not as good as up north, but it's not that bad. If you go to the right place, it's not that bad.
No, it's
You know,
quite good.
till you pay £18 for a picture, everything goes swimmingly.
Yeah, £9 and £8 entry.
Sex on the beach picture, that's what we went for today.
Yeah, we
How was
did.
that experience for you?
It was very nice, mate.
That's a Tory drink, by the way, and you got that.
Oof.
Nah.
That is a Tory drink. Dan got a Heineken. He lived
Yeah.
up to the fucking
Brexit.
northern spirit.
Yeah, do you know what Cal got? He
Says
got a
something.
fucking Dark Thunder, 22 quid. Leave someone doing
I
our
do the same thing as fucking you. Don't you start? Okay, man.
Isn't the Dark
Fuck
Thunder
this.
the picture in Weatherspoons?
No, it's not actually.
The dark, yeah, he's
It's what you
basically
call your Mars funny.
Oh, it's Purple Rain. that's
Cam's
it.
fucked. Cam is fucked.
Yeah.
Okay, let's get straight to the thing. The thing that I was actually about to say was because you started talking about shaving bushes. How is that for you right now? Because when we used to live in the council house, we were
Oh
keeping
my
this raw,
God.
by the way.
Yeah.
Oh, mate,
If you,
no.
if you
Just
shave
like
raw,
Cam's pubes.
If you get easily offended,
No,
don't watch this, okay? It's just be raw.
No, mate.
When you live in the council house, you were very much not into women, okay? And I remember
Wait, whoa! I was in the virtual women.
A virgin.
No, it's not.
I remember one specific point. You very much not a woman, and you showing me your pubes. Okay.
You what?
He showed me his pubes, and it
No,
was,
man.
mate, it was like a rainforest. I'm not gonna lie. Like,
Oh.
I did get a warning before this. Cam, how is the update on your lower regions?
How's your bush?
You don't need to show us because
No,
this video will get demonetized.
Oh.
It's So do you know how it was like rainforest in the council
Yeah.
house? I'd say now it's more like
Tasmanian
no,
forest.
it's like Wembley.
When were they in the stadium?
What?
Like
So
Wembley
you?
Stadium. It's
So,
like it's trim cut.
so you're telling women
Oh,
to
like
keep
the
off the
pitch.
grass?
Okay, right. Okay.
Dry in patches, but it'll do.
Drying patches.
As in, if a girl came back right now, you'd be confident in showing your penis to them.
Nah.
What was the crap of you not like being involved? Because me and Cam have
Did-
spoken more about girls together since moving out than we did in a year of living
Mate,
together.
because I was so you don't understand how poor I was in the council.
What's that
house.
got to do with girls?
Because I couldn't leave the
Right.
house. I didn't have enough money to leave the house.
Right, hang on. Back to Cam's pubes. Do you still veet your
Of course,
arsehole?
you want to talk about.
Oh, I've shown you Veet. Do you still use Veet?
Yeah, that was the
Everywhere.
question.
Put it right here. I don't know what hand you want to use, but I've
Oh.
got two. Beautiful.
that-
Beautiful. Okay.
is that them down
See,
his pants?
is Veet the saver of your life?
It is, mate. I don't know how I wasn't introduced to this earlier.
Veet, that's it.
Can you remember when
Fantastic.
you? Can you remember when he first used it? He came out and he said his cock was burning. Was that?
Oh yeah. What did you do
Yeah.
last? Because you left it on for about 40 minutes. That's why. And he
Yeah.
came out and he was dying.
No, I left it on for and you said you have to scrape it off.
Yeah.
Oh.
What do you do? Like, do you pull it off?
Aye.
Oh no, no.
DIY?
It comes with a
Granda?
scraper. It comes with a scraper. It comes with a scraper.
What posh one you
Maybe
buying?
we've been talking about fucking pubes too much. Too many people have clicked off
Why-
right now.
Welcome back to the.
Too many people have clicked.
Welcome back to the Pubic Podcast.
Welcome back to the Pubic Podcast. But how is your love life since the council house? You can, no, this is brutally honest, okay? This is brutally as honest as possible. You explain, I'm going to pour a drink while you explain.
Do you really think I should...
Do you want me to explain it for you?
You live with us now. What do you think?
It's drier than a nun's...
Is it fuck?
It's drier than a nun's clunge.
It's definitely not dry, because I've been to your flat once and Cam had sex with someone when I was there.
And that was the only time. That was it. It was like a fucking oasis in the nun's
clunge. When you
clunge.
leave, what do you think happens?
You sit by yourself on your laptop.
No, I don't.
You're very optimistic,
Cal,
my friend.
why is everything got to be at me? Also, you've got long pubes. Also, when you came to my house, you're shocked.
It's not my fault you have sex with girls when you've got a rainforest in your pants, Cam, okay? Why would I not bring that up? Fucking hell.
Well, at least the whole of the UK knows that.
Speaking of having sex, Dan, speaking of having sex, you've recently came out as bisexual.
Where did that come out?
How's your love life been now you've open about it?
Yeah, it's alright. We made the joke of the video. It's been no different.
It's been no different. Do you know when you came out, did you get many boys in your DMs?
I did actually.
Really?
I had a couple.
Any worthy opponents?
Any
worthy victims? I've got a better word somewhere.
No,
Dan actually rapes people.
You can't say that.
You said raw. I'm being raw, bitches. If you can't handle it, click off. If you can't handle it, click off.
I can't click off. I'm in the fucking room. Right.
How's it been done?
They've just been fucking weirdos.
Oh really?
Yeah.
So this is the thing, right?
We're not using names.
I'm not into lads myself, okay? But being a lad myself, I realise I am more desperate than the normal female, okay? Therefore, I'm assuming you being bisexual, it's very easy for you to get with boys compared to girls.
Yeah, boys are right sluts, like.
Yeah.
That's just, that's just fact.
I take down me death to all bisexuals poster on me wall, didn't I?
Yeah, that was a sad moment. I saw that from the outside in. But yeah.
Tommy Robinson made it for him.
Oh, you're a big fan of Tommy. You've mentioned Tommy Robinson a lot today. Why is that?
Fuck. No, man, don't put this on us, man.
What is your
Cam Kirkham stands Tommy Robinson. He's got a Stan account. It's called Tommy Boy EDL69.
No, do I fuck, mate?
You do.
Like Tommy Robinson.
Cam Kirkham stands.
I love how this is going to be a podcast about the council house, and all we've spoken about so far is pubes, damn sucking cock, and you loving Tommy Robinson. Right. That's all we've said.
Nobody
like Tommy Robinson, please.
Nobody mentioned me sucking cock, by the way.
Oh fuck.
Kind of okay. Shall I get into the topics of the house? Okay.
Remember that time in the house where we all died?
Yeah. Oh, fucking love that. Speaking of the house, though, actually, speaking of the dying, you were very much dead the whole time we were in that house.
What do you mean?
I hardly saw you.
You were, in lack of a better word, pure, okay? And you were very miserable at some point. How was that for you, Cam?
It wasn't very nice, mate, because, you know...
By the way, I've written notes here. One of them is literally, Cam depressed.
Fucking hell.
Welcome back to the story of my life, bitches.
If you've just tuned in, nothing's changed.
No, but like when you don't eat for a day, and then when you do eat the next day and it's plain pasta, you're not gonna be.
Tell us about it. That Nando's was orgasmic.
Yeah, so now we can go for a Nando's. I feel like I'm in heaven now. So you complain over little things. Do you know how I don't like? How the fuck do you complain over the tube when you've got food to eat?
Yeah, Dan.
I mean, I haven't complained over the tube. I complained about the people on the tube because they're fucking.
Yo, man, this guy won't move on me.
Yeah, well, I mean, you admitted that the Chinese lady
go on, Dan,
got in the way of the doors, so I couldn't press the button, and she was just standing in the middle. That's what I complained about.
Question though.
So.
Yeah.
I feel like we need to start from the beginning, so I'm going to try and segue this the best way I possibly can. So, Cam, you being pure, okay? Why did we previously move into the house if we didn't have the money for it at the time?
So, I'll tell you exactly how. Don't just let me explain this to you bitches right now. Okay, so basically, me and Cal, we knew each other. We were the only ones that knew each other before the house.
Should we talk about the first experience we met?
No. I'm sorry. Yeah, I knew.
Hang on.
No.
I was like, yeah, you knew it way before me.
No. Wait.
What?
Wait. If you just let us finish.
Okay.
We were the only ones that knew about, taught about moving out.
We spoke about it for about a year before we moved out.
Yeah, so we were like, oh, well, yeah, that would be a good idea. Anyway, and then you were like, is there any people? So obviously me, I'm like Del Boy, mate. I was like, well, I've got this guy. And then I was like, I remember I talked to Lewis twice. So I was like, messaged Lewis, and Lewis, fair dues, was up for it, even though I'd never met him.
None of us did. I didn't even spoke to you. You hadn't even spoken
to
him.
No.
like a week.
I hadn't even spoke to you.
A week goes past.
Oh yeah, fair actually. I mean, all of us had only spoke to Callum when we moved in. Genuinely.
Yeah, a week went past, and then all of a sudden, you were in a Discord call together, and it was me was the one that wasn't replying.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, like we had to give the money, and I just didn't really. I had I had £300 in my account, but we had to pay like. Was it like £300?
About that when we like deposit and shit.
Yeah. And that was just me totally wiped out, and I had to sell everything.
We risked quite a bit. I remember you actually selling stuff. I also wasn't doing good money wise at that time. Were you?
Yeah, I had that job.
You had a job, yeah. You were like
I didn't have a job.
Kid, or...
I wasn't doing YouTube full time at that point.
Were you not?
Well, I mean, I was technically. It was the only thing I was doing, but it wasn't like it was below minimum wage.
Yeah, you know, you did that pizza job.
No, you did that video where that video.
Oh,
where...
I quit my pizza job the week before we moved. Yeah,
no, you did that video where you reacted to KSI's diss track.
Yeah, I earned like 400k at that video. Yeah, I earned nothing from that video.
That's a classic video. I go back and watch that sometimes if I want some extra motivation.
Yeah, that one that's been private for about 2 years.
Oh my god, you said that about Rotor Show. Oh what? You little boy. Oh my god.
Cam, you moved in with me at that point when I was doing them videos, okay?
So who's the biggest loser?
Who's a real loser in this point?
I wasn't Lewis doing fucking Modern Warfare 2 montage.
And I was covering myself in whipped cream. So
you were the only one doing actual videos at that point.
You know,
you moved in with four fucking losers.
Last video was drunk Ranty and he was drinking non-alcoholic beers. You fucking donut.
Actually, it wasn't
Dan uploaded his
alcoholic.
74th update video a week before he moved into the flat.
Yeah.
Not house.
And he's still doing them a day.
And he was doing a drunk video because he went absolutely fucking mental.
And
it was
I also-
it was a unalcoholic drink.
What you
was
don't
a
know
raw
is,
file.
what you don't know is, I quit 2 months before that. I quit YouTube 2 months before that.
And you started again because of us? Is that what you're trying to say?
No.
To resave your career?
No.
This channel has been through a lot.
Yeah, you don't have that video anymore. It doesn't exist. But yeah, I can't remember why I started up again.
Why did
Yeah.
you?
I feel like that explains the whole movement. I don't think people want to hear the moving apart. Basically, we moved in because we were 4 YouTubers who were fairly small.
Who had a dream?
We had a dream, and we were like, I feel like it'd be good if we could all move together and get.
We had a dream to bring Indonesian people closer together.
Yes, we googled the cheapest
Still
place to
waiting
live
for
in
that
the.
fence.
We googled the cheapest place to live in the UK. We picked Durham.
It actually was, yeah.
Yeah, it was the cheapest place to live in the UK. And we moved in. At that point, I feel like no one really cares about that. I want to talk about the stories of the house because I feel like we moved out and never explained anything that actually happened.
First thing that
There's
happened.
a lot of shit that happened.
First thing that happened. First weekend, right? So I think this. So us three had moved in
Oh yes,
to
that's
begin
right.
with, and then Lewis was coming like 5 days later. Anyway, Lewis came 5 days later, and the day Lewis came, do you remember we were just in Lewis's room just helping him unpack shit, and like all of us were in his room, and the door opened, and all you heard was, "Yeah, can someone call the police?"
Oh my!
I was
forgot
at-
about that. I genuinely forgot about that.
and then we were
I
like,
was
"What the
at
fuck?"
work.
Like literally just open the door. Are we not there?
No, I was at
Oh,
work.
open the door. We were like, "What the fuck?" And so we raced out looking, and a lass went round the corner and got battered by these 2 lads.
Yeah, I think it was. I
And
think
you
you had
didn't
just
think-
came in from wherever you were. I think you went to football practice. You were playing football at that point.
Yeah.
Right. Me, I was in Lewis's room, and all we heard was at the time. And I thought it was. What the fuck did I think people last said at the time? I said it in a video before.
Anyone know
But-
about chicken kebab?
Something like that. But someone said something. I couldn't quite hear what they said. Someone opened our door. Bear in mind, we just moved in at this point, and they were like, "Oh, I thought they said, hey, has anyone got a phone, please?"
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and I was like, "What the fuck?" And I heard this last, and I was like, "What the hell?" Got out of Lewis's room. By the time I got to the door, she was already gone. I was like, "I have no fucking clue what's going on right now." Cam comes down 5 minutes later. He's like, "Mate, there's some girl literally getting like hit outside." And then when we thought about it, she actually came in and said, "Here, can someone phone the police?" Not
And
has
then-
anyone got a phone, please.
Then during all of this, you still didn't phone the police, and that poor girl got battered.
No, because
No,
she was
she
gone by
op-
the time we knew. She was gone by the time
She
we knew. I had
opened
no
our
idea.
door. Serves her fucking right.
Cam! Ah! You can't say that.
Of course
Oh
I
my
can, man.
God.
Opening me front
It
door.
doesn't serve her right. She didn't deserve that.
No, well, she might have. You
She
don't
might
know
have cheated
that.
on him. She might have killed his whole family.
She might
Oh
have
my
owed
God.
money for drugs.
No, she
You don't
didn't.
know what the
She might have
situation
ordered
is.
plenty garlic sauce, please.
I just want to clarify, she didn't deserve that, but that was like the first point where we're like, we live in a fucking
Rough place.
Weird place.
Then we
And
had
then
It's off the rails.
then we quickly realised our next door neighbour was a drug dealer.
Oh, across the
A
road.
full-on drug,
Oh,
not
yeah.
a drug dealer.
Like,
Yeah,
mate, 7
and
people
our
would go there.
next door neighbour was a bitch.
Yeah, but
we lived in a lovely place when you think
the
about
person
it.
across the road, because when we wanted to talk,
Barry
to
Stanton.
we nicknamed him Barry Stanton because he used to sit outside, no top on in the rain, just like let it breathe, brother.
Yeah, he was a character. He had 6 kids, 4 wives. And
I saw 4 people go to his house every single day and didn't see the same person
And
going
come
to
out
house.
like this.
It was a new person every time. And got fucked.
do you know how we knew it was a drug dealer? Can you remember the Beast from the East when that happened?
And Barry was still outside sunbathing.
Barry was still outside sunbathing, but the roof was suspiciously clean of snow. Okay, he was the only one on the street with no snow on his roof.
Oh, yeah.
And we were like,
I
maybe
liked
it
it.
was.
Do you remember we got a parcel? Like, I remember whose parcel it was. It was someone's parcel, and it went to the next door neighbours, the drug dealer. And we left that parcel there for a good 3 weeks because none of us were brave enough to go over and actually get it. We were like, no.
What was
this,
it?
I'm not going.
Oh,
I can't remember. It wasn't anything
then they
important, we were, like,
posted it
scared.
through the
It was
door,
peas.
didn't they? They posted it through the door with
Bullets.
no dead baby or something. It was a letter saying you left this here. It was like
Oh, yeah.
it was like a YF for Lewis, I think.
Oh, I
Yeah,
think
it
actually
was some. It was some. How the fuck do you remember
I
that?
know. I did that.
Because I was
You
the
double
one.
check how that's recording at all
It
times.
is recorded.
Okay, I'm just making sure because you were very drunk. Okay,
It is.
that's
Right,
all I want to make sure.
recording.
Okay, Dan, you got any topics you want us to talk about?
I do.
We all written down lists, by the way, of
I
like
do.
things we want to talk about. Bear in mind, there was a lot of beef in this house, so I feel like we could get into that because no one knows. The thing is, the house, people think it was a very like lovely time. We got
No,
along
it
the whole
wasn't.
time, and we just moved out and went on with our lives, and we just separated a little bit. But there's a lot more to it.
Oh shit, motherfucker.
Oh my god!
Right, so I'd like to talk about the first ever party we hosted in there,
Okay.
because that's a pretty big
Oh, no.
mistake. That's where everything started
was the
going
first
wrong.
party the one where the door came off? Was that the second one?
That was the
That
second
was where your friend came, my friend came. Remember the day after where me and Lewis, right, were like, oh fuck, this is terrible, right, and we'd all tidied everything up, and then we went to get like me and Lewis, right, we're gonna get a cup of tea, right?
Oh
so we
my god.
we boiled the kettle.
Oh yeah.
Oh
We
Okay.
my
boiled the
God.
kettle, and like it was like the cutest moment me and Lewis have had. We're like, do you want a cup of tea? Yeah, I'll have a cup of tea. Poured it, anything.
Oh
Stir
god.
it. Both drank it, and little did we know somebody had spiked the kettle, and this is like 100% true.
What was it? Was it like cork or something?
Oh mate,
I think it was a
had the
mixture.
biggest fucking come down ever.
The reason
Lewis,
I know was definitely spiked because you both had the same
yeah,
reaction.
Lewis was on the bed like this. I can't move, Cam. And I was like, I felt so sad.
And someone made noodles in our kettle, but
Oh
used
yeah,
the actual
yeah,
kettle.
yeah, that's right.
Like, do you know how you pour like
yeah.
the hot water into like a bowl or something? The
Yeah, I
the
think
noodles.
yeah.
Someone actually put the noodles in the kettle.
Yeah,
I
so you had a noodly MD rush of PG tips,
I'll
is what
take
you
it,
had.
I'll take what I can get.
and
He
I'll-
just needed some fun.
can you
man.
imagine if I had a cup of coffee before work that day? I would have been like a fucking wired ready to go.
Did you shag anyone at that party?
No, a girl ate Ben and Jerry's off me lap.
Mate,
though.
no one shagged anyone out of the house for a while. Oh no, Lewis did. Lewis had two
multiple girlfriends.
like actual girlfriends.
Yeah,
at
they're
one
all fucking
point. He'll be okay.
psychopaths.
I'll message him before this to make sure it's okay.
They're all fucking
But
psychopaths. I can say that. They were.
I don't even know them, mate, so I can't even.
they were
deny
a
that.
psychopath.
Yeah,
one of
they
them was.
were. Oh yeah.
One of them was a psychopath.
One of them was a drug dealer as well. Well, the brother
Right,
was a
let's
drug dealer.
fucking like.
Well,
It's fine.
oh,
We're
that's
making it raw.
fine.
It's fine, isn't it? But yeah.
Oh fuck.
Well, obviously, I was in a relationship for a good portion of that,
you were.
and you two just didn't care about girls in general at that point.
I just wanted to change me fucking life, mate. To be fair.
Yeah. What else happened now? The second part. We had the second party pretty fast after that.
Yeah, that was a fucking.
We invited like the same amount of people about again. I survived the night, which was nice.
What was the second? Oh, I wasn't there for the second party.
Oh yeah, you left.
No, all my doors fell off. Spoilers. Well,
Yeah.
I say all my doors fell off. They all got kicked in.
Yeah, all your doors were off, weren't they?
Yeah.
Basically, we
God
had
bless
more
all
people out for a
members.
party. I will take blame in saying I probably took the first door off its hinges. If
Yeah.
I look back at it and be honest for a second,
Yeah.
even though I blamed you.
Yeah.
I can't remember what I did. I think I was just really drunk and I realised your door was a bit wobbly. And I just thought, this could easily come off. I just yanked it and it came off. And I remember walking in the living room with a door in my hands and be like, hello lads, look what I got. And Dan being fucking furious.
Yeah, well, I wasn't the happiest, to be honest.
Dan had no doors to his bedroom.
I remember coming down one morning, like, I came down early in the morning, and I could just see Dan laid in bed fast asleep, because he had no fucking door. And Dan was the only person who had 2 doors to his room.
Yeah.
He had 2 doors to his room, and none of them were there.
Yeah, when the main door of the bedroom got kicked in, me and Adam were in the room where we kept everything safe in a house party. Was my room.
Actually, no, now that I think about it, it wasn't me who knocked it off originally. It was Lewis's mate, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Lewis's mate was digging it for ages.
Yeah.
And I was with Ellie upstairs, and Ellie told me, she was like, what's that banging downstairs? I went downstairs, and all I saw was this lad just digging the door, and within like the 3rd dig that I saw, the door was off its fucking hinges.
The door fell.
Yeah, that's funny. Grab the door.
The door fell on me and Adam. Can you remember? Because
yeah.
we weren't shagging, for fuck's sake.
He's got a girlfriend, Cam. Don't start.
He didn't at that point.
Okay.
But you know, I just sat on the bed to do. Well, I can't remember what the fuck I was doing. And then Adam went past the door, and the door just fucking came in. I was like, "What the fuck is going on?" And then you stole me door. I was like, "What the fuck's going on?"
That's funny. That was the most fucked up. Okay, I was gonna say it's most fucked up.
Oh, that's what I was doing in there. I was eating pizza.
Oh,
my God.
shock.
Do you remember when he fell asleep
Fucking
on it?
shock.
No, mate, he fell asleep on his pizza. And I remember coming down the next morning, with no door, by the way, and going up to me like, are you alright, Dan? And him waking up and just seeing tomato sauce down the side of his face. And he just fell asleep on top of his pizza. I was like, are you okay, Dan? Like, yeah, where am I?
Mate, he always falls asleep when he's food at that campsite. I remember like seeing him, he was like in a bed of tuna.
Yeah, we were always like, why isn't there any plates? It wasn't because Dan was lazy to clean it, it was just because he loved to sleep on top of his food rather than eat it for some reason.
I just absorbed it through the skin. It was.
There were some tragic things that happened in that house. I'm not even gonna lie.
Oh, mate, like some of this stuff I can't even remember. I don't want to.
That's the thing. We're gonna record this podcast. We're gonna miss a lot.
What about the rubbish?
Oh, we had
All of the
Are
rubbish.
you gonna take your rubbish out, man? It's
Yeah,
been 3
Right,
weeks.
let me start this saga.
Let Dan start on this.
Let me start this
Go.
fucking saga. Right, so we had Miss Bitch, we'll call her. Right,
Next door neighbour.
right, and 5 o'clock in the morning, I used to go to work and get the bus, and she was waiting for me weirdly at the window for whatever reason. Right, 5 in the morning.
I love how we never had a deal with this. It was just Dan.
And then she was like, "Are you gonna put your bin out?" I was like, "It's 5 in the morning, and it's." I was like, "It's 5 in the morning, and it's Wednesday. The bin's on during." I know, but you always forget. It's none of your fucking business. Right, and then we had those little bastards who had the fireworks in the garden, which never cleaned the shit. Then used 2 egged us on to go and tell them off.
Oh no, let me tell the story, please. Okay, right.
I sorted all the shit.
We had trouble with so the thing is, if we ever had trouble with the neighbours, which we had a lot of trouble with the neighbours, me and Cam would just blackmail Dan into speaking to them and be like, right, we're not dealing with this shit, okay?
Are you scared?
One specifically was on bonfire night. I went, not the neighbour who told us to put the bins out 24/7,
No,
which in all
across
fairness,
the
she probably
gardens.
should have told us.
Yeah,
It was
no,
bad.
the bins were terrible.
It was
Yeah,
bad.
the
We were
bins
shit at
were
that.
bad, yeah.
But bonfire night, neighbours across the road, never spoke to in our life. Come to our house. But bear in mind, they walked in our fucking
Oh yeah,
knocked
they
or
did.
anything.
I was
They
in
just
the
walked
kitchen.
in. Hello,
Yeah.
hello.
I was like,
Oh,
what
yeah.
you doing?
Peter just walked in our house.
Yeah.
Still thought
It's like
it
a
was the fucking
museum.
police station.
It's like a
And
museum.
the thing is, we couldn't do anything. We couldn't do
Oh,
anything
I
about
forgot
it.
to say that.
What?
That our house used to be a police station.
Yeah. Can you
Oh,
remember
yeah,
when the
yeah,
Amazon
yeah.
man
That's
came?
genuinely.
Does it still have the cells inside? Yeah, I sleep in the fucking 4th cell to the left, mate. What a fucking what a fucking wanker.
Yeah, and we lost the key to the back door. In the second
no,
one.
Why
yeah.
did we lose the key? Because some fucker stole it at the
At a
party.
party. Yeah. Some bloke decided to steal a back door key. No
You
idea.
know, because that's such a meme.
Yeah, so a neighbour came up,
Bet it was
bonfire night,
Ellis.
they're like, your garden's the biggest. No idea how we managed to get the biggest garden, by the way. But
'Cause it was a police
your
station.
garden's the biggest. Can we use your garden for bonfire night and let fireworks? We were like,
Who the fuck
well,
are
we're
you,
not
Guy
do-
Fawkes?
we were like, we're not doing anything for bonfire night. Of course, Cam, we're great neighbours. We're going to get on the side of them.
Yeah.
They did bonfire night in our garden and left all the rubbish for all
I could have
fireworks
fucking killed the bastard.
in the garden, okay? Scattered everywhere. Me and Cam wake up the next day, we're like, fuming about, we're like, why the fuck they left the rubbish in our garden and all this. Me and Cam, being the big man we were, instead of approaching the people ourselves, he went up to Dan and went, Dan, if you're a real man, you would go to their house right now and you would have a go at them and tell them to clean their mess. Dan was going like, no, I can't. I'm not
you scared?
I'm not going to. Yeah, me and Cam, you scared, Dan?
But I fucking
What, you
did
scared them,
though.
yeah?
I fucking
So he
did.
got his
Dan
shoes on,
blackmailed out of his brain, went to the house,
raging. Dan was like, I'll go.
didn't knock.
I opened the
Walked straight
conservatory door.
Literally opened the conservatory and just walked into
Well,
the house.
do
Me
you
and
know-
Cal were like,
You're watching from the top window, stupid, like scared to be seen.
Do you know what that conservatory opening was? Revenge for coming in the kitchen. That's what that was. Sweet revenge.
And then me and Cam were like, oh my god, I can't believe he's doing this. We wanted to stop him, so like, we're not actually that arsed, but we were so entertained by the fact that Dan just walked in some stranger's house to have a go at them.
I know.
And then Dan came back and was like, told them.
I was like, damn right.
I was more worried because they had 2 kids. Have you seen Dan around kids?
I work with the man. Well, not anymore. Right. So anyway.
joke.
I would never leave my
yes,
number.
yes,
That's
that
in the same room
is.
as you, like.
I've been in the same room with them.
Oh
no.
I think I've made a terrible mistake.
Oh no.
Right. Anyway, so the rubbish saga continues. How many times did Lanray visit? And
How many times did Landry visit and used to leave me to talk to him and say
no, actually, I was there every time other than one.
I'd
Cam
escape.
bailed every time. Cam was a fanny.
Yeah.
As soon as he heard the language,
Cam was a fanny.
I'm going back home for a few days. Fuck off, Cam. You've got to deal with him as well, alright?
Yeah, I didn't
You're
even know him
fucking
until
rat.
Can you remember the last time he came to do an inventory check of the house and you was too fucking bailed and because everything
I was
was
fed up. I was like, I'm fucking sick.
and
you joined the dark side.
I was like, right, Cam, where you off?
everything was fucking broken and I was like, is it good? It's all fixed, I promise that, mate.
I remember when the bath got blocked off the party, off the steak and balls.
Oh my god! I feel
No,
like
the
the problem with this
polystyrene
is so
balls.
much happening at the house that we're gonna forget a lot of the stuff. But at one of the parties. But first of all, do you want to finish your story? And we'll go on to that.
Yeah, so the rubbish saga continues. So then we're eventually had to move the rubbish, and that was the heinous job I think I've ever fucking done.
Oh, the rat.
How did we move it?
The rat!
Oh, the rat.
Did we not move it into someone else's skip? Like we just saw a random person skip on the
we
street and just dumped
put
it in there.
Yeah, can you
were
remember the
dickheads.
rat?
The
When
rat.
I moved the
The
bin!
rat.
Oh, I wasn't there.
Oh, the rat.
Can I remember you telling me about I wasn't there at the time?
There was a rat.
There was a rat, yeah. Like, we moved
I
the bin and the
moved
rat.
the bin and the rat shot off.
Oh,
and
shit, it's that boy.
and I was not impressed.
No.
There was maggots. It was stung.
How scruffy were we in that house? When I think about it, mate, we were horrible.
Do you know what it was?
It was infested by spiders.
It was
actually was.
Oh, mate, it was just a lot. We should have burnt it down and rebuilt it. Like, honest to Christ, we should have. It would have been easier.
We would complain, be like, "Why is this place so dirty? Why are we in a dirty place?" It was our fault.
Do you know how many?
You know what I'm saying?
Do you know how many Hoovers we? Can you remember when someone hoovered up sick in the first Hoover?
Well, the thing is, mate, right? Speaking of sick, the first party we had.
Why did you do that?
Because I wasn't going to rub it behind. I was like, if I just hoover up, no one will know.
Why didn't you wash it away?
Because fuck that.
Wash it away.
It wasn't my sake.
You were a cock. You acted so fucking innocent, and you were a cock in that house.
It wasn't. It
I had
wasn't.
to buy a Hoover because you hoovered
You
up
bought
the
a white Christmas tree.
I was literally about to say that. That was the worst part. How angry were we?
I bought a Christmas tree, a kettle, because the other one got spiked.
Yeah, and the mate, I'm not telling you, the man
A
should have.
vacuum because you hoovered sick in it. And where are those kettles today? I don't fucking know.
The most I've been angry. I was angry in that house a few times. The most angry I was in the whole time we were there was the fact that Dan bought a white Christmas
Yeah.
tree.
Yeah, but you
That-
ate the baubles.
I didn't eat them.
You did.
I stamped on them like.
They were pissing me off, mate.
Oh,
As soon as I
yeah.
came in and saw there was a fact there was a white Christmas tree in my living room, I thought, I'm angry now.
Well, I
I felt sorry for Dan because he was like the most I don't
Sad.
say girly, but I wanted to say the most try to like make it good.
Yeah.
And everyone just like stamped on his dreams.
Yeah.
Yeah, I used to come in from work. Oh, there's the Christmas tree. How many baubles is it missing today? Oh, it's got none.
Yeah, because
and
we
it's
would
in
chuck them
half.
off each other.
But that's not how Christmas
I feel like we should talk about the bath situation. I completely forgot about that until someone mentioned.
Yeah, so my friend went Weatherspoons before he came. And,
Was that why?
And projected.
Who was it? Do you know?
Ethan, yeah.
Ethan,
He's in America now, so I can't even get him.
Ethan, if you're
Ethan
watching
is.
this, by any means, if you're watching this, you are a cunt. I want you to know
He's
that.
not. He just projectile vomited steak everywhere, and the balls.
Into our bath.
Yeah, but
I was pissed when you put polystyrene.
Him.
you helped.
You slashed my beanbag.
No, do you not
No,
remember going in the
I-
shower
no.
when you'd go down and the water would go down and the balls would come up?
Can you remember when the plumber came? And the plumber came and he went, "The stick of balls there." I went, "Yeah, that might have been why it was.
No, mate.
I don't know how that got
I'm
there."
not even joking, yeah? They were the nicest showers of my life because you'd have a shower, but it was a bath at the same time.
Oh, it actually was.
Yeah, because the drain was blocked for a month.
vomit water around
Yeah,
your
beautiful,
feet.
mate. That's my favourite. Okay, you have a shower,
It was like a
and because the
fucking
drain
broth.
was
It
blocked,
stunk.
it would fill with like a bath as you're in the shower.
Yeah.
So you'd also be like your feet would be dipped as if you're in like a little paddling pool
Yeah.
at the same time in a shower. It's lovely.
But mate, it was sick. Your feet were in
you
sick.
got used to it eventually.
Yeah, with a steak.
So just imagine that you're in the shower, but the dirty sink water, the dirty drain water comes up and it's sick. That was on your feet. That was the conditions we lived in.
It was warm.
Fuck Africa. Africa didn't even have to deal with this.
Someone threw up steak in our bath.
We should have had we should have had the RSPCA for our house.
What for dogs?
Cafford. We should have had Cafford at the front door. Give them a food.
We did actually. Do you remember when who came to our door? Because of the
Alan
rubbish?
Bonds?
Like the council, security, whatever it's
I
called.
don't know why
yeah.
the fuck they came.
Yeah, the council came.
I mean, it's actually quite an obvious reason when you think about it.
I
We
know-
were scrubs.
I know, but it
We
wasn't-
left 18 bin bags in the back
It
garden.
was in our back garden, and I can guarantee who reported it.
Oh, the next one, there.
So-
Fucking bitch tits. But can you remember the Jehovah's Witnesses that came to the door?
No.
No.
No, it might have just been me. They went, hiya, we're looking for the owner of the house. And I went,
Dan, the owner of the house. He bought the house, mortgage and everything.
joint owner of the house. And they went, no, the adults of the house. I went, and they went, I'd just like to shake your hand and offer the fucking Todd. It's the easiest Jehovah's Witness conversation I've ever had.
Why can't you all be like that?
I know. Said, can I come in for a tea? No, you fucking cannot.
Yeah.
Bitch.
Go and read
Hey.
a useful book.
Should we talk about some beef that
thesaurus.
happened? Shall I look at my notes? I've got a lot of things written down.
Oh, I've got one.
They're very vague. I've literally got Cam being skint, Cam being naked. You were naked a lot in that house. Don't even fucking lie.
Naked.
I saw actually, Jimmy. The first time I saw your cock
The first time I saw your cock.
I
was
don't think
no-
I've ever seen it.
when I went to your house last, not in the council house. When I went to your flat last time and I was thrown up, I looked to my right. There's a girl and Cam fully naked. I mean fully naked, no towel or
Like
anything.
Adam and Eve.
Mate, it was literally I have
the
no
leaf.
idea what's going on.
Yeah. How was that experience for you?
She was talking about that night out whilst we're on the topic, so it's not we can go back to it.
Yeah, but don't mention names because it's not very nice.
I don't even know her name.
No, I don't know the name.
I haven't got a clue what it
There's
is.
two of them.
Mate, we all went for a night out, okay?
The best.
Let's put it this way: I didn't end in the best circumstances. Okay, it was the first night I've had since Cam and Dan both moved in their first flat. And we went for a night out when Wetherspoons, then we went to Bijou, then we went to House of Smiths.
Bijou then a kebab, am I right,
No, I
guys?
didn't get the
I
kebab.
can't remember House of Smiths because I was so drunk. I passed out on the street
Yeah.
for how long?
Wait,
was a
we
good
can't.
half
Wait,
Wait, actually, this is why am I telling the story? I don't remember.
Right, so we'll explain it before, in stages. So, Cal came down from London to a night out with us, and we were like, okay, it was Tuesday. There's not much on. We're like, Bijou went there. You had a really good. Yeah, you had a really good time.
Yeah.
You were buying too many trebles because trebles are only £5. 3 trebles for £5.50 in Newcastle. And I'm not promoting Bijou.
And to be
actually,
fair,
shit.
people knew you behind the bar, and they were giving us discount and drinks and shit.
Were they?
Yeah.
Oh,
the
well, I
lad
didn't
told me he
know
knew
that.
you, so I was like, oh, he's gonna restrict drinks.
Oh, it would have been.
Yes, I love Bijou now.
It would have been the head glass collector.
Ah, okay.
I was like, I'm behind the bar.
Yeah, it's the guy. I know what you're talking about now. Anyway, you were having a really good time, and then these lasses were talking to yous. They weren't talking to me. They were talking to yous. I was just dancing with Adam,
Bought me a lollipop.
and then
I don't remember this, by the way.
yeah, and then we went. You were really falling over.
Oh, it was
on the way.
I don't know. I don't get them. So I can have a night out and come back.
It was
drunk,
embarrassing.
but not stumble. I don't come back in embarrassment.
Yeah,
usually.
but
Oh,
usually.
it
So
was
this is the
embarrassing.
thing. We walked to House of Smith. You were fucked in the queue, right? The bouncer takes one look at you. He goes, "Oh," I was like, I looked at the bouncer, I was like, you're going to be a fucking cock, you, aren't you? Anyway, he was like, can I see your ID? Your ID. You give him it, like, oh, mate, the fucking, like... give him it, and then he's like, he's like... And he looked, he went, I think he asked what your birthday was, and you just went, oh, and he went,
oh, no.
No, mate, he went, and just dropped your ID on the floor. So I was like, oh my god, you've been a fucking cunt.
Didn't you say I took the piss out of him or something?
Yeah, wait, just calm here,
Okay.
Right, and then you said something, and then he went, what you saying to us? I went, oh, it's his first night out, he's just trying to make friends. And anyway, you went to pick your ID up. God knows to man how many fucking receipts you had.
Oh my god!
All of
like
them just,
mate,
all of them just fell out, and then I was like, oh god, no. And then instead of just,
I don't remember this, but I know how many receipts in my wallet.
Yeah.
And I don't know why I do that. You just went like this,
and just put them in your. I was like, oh god. So I was like, I had to sweet talk the bouncer.
I was standing behind in the corner, not looking.
I was like, mate, you know, like he's just his first time. It's his birthday. I was just making loads of shit up, and he's like,
it's his first time out this week.
You can he's like, you can go in. So anyway, you go through, and you
let me in somehow.
You get random searches in House of Smith. Hardly ever happens to anyone. Who gets picked? Fucking Callum Markie. Anyway, he goes, and the guy's like patting him down, and he's going, get all your stuff out your pockets. You're like. So I'm like, oh fucking hell. So I've got to go in your pockets, get everything out, and you're like, the guy's patting you down, mate. And I got you in for free because I knew the fucking guy, luckily, because you weren't going, and he went, yeah, you didn't get him for free, did you?
I paid.
Yeah, you paid.
Unlucky bit.
And then next thing I knew, you were down on the floor, and you were was he being sick?
I don't think I was being sick. I wasn't being sick outside the club.
You were reaching.
I was trying. I remember at this point. I don't remember in House of Smith, but I remember being face first on the floor.
Yeah.
With people walking by and you just being like, "Oh, can we go?" And I just being in a state where I'm like, I can't move my limbs right now.
Mate, it was like Jurassic Park. People were coming past you and going, "Oh, like with their phones."
I never get that drunk. I don't know how I did that.
Yeah, I paid a shag off that night.
Did you, Dan? What's her name?
No, don't say her name.
I don't know her name. I don't know her name.
I don't know her name either.
I don't know her name, but I know the person that...
Cam had sex with a girl that night.
Do you want to know my purgatory?
All I remember is literally waking up. I remember waking up, because I couldn't remember getting back to the flat. Someone gave me a lift to the back to the flat, so I couldn't get an Uber. And then I remember getting back to the flat, throwing up in the toilet, and just looking to my right. There's some random girl that Cam was having sex with. Didn't have a clue who she was at the time.
She was very nice, and she was
a lovely girl.
I know her name, but I'm not gonna say it.
No. She was a lovely girl. I didn't know who she was at the time. This girl, and then in fact, it was just her at the time. And I was like, hello, not to be like rude or anything. Who are you? I was like, no fucking clue. Still me, she's like, oh yeah, I came back. I've been with you all night. I was like, I can't remember what happened tonight. And then you came in, cock out and everything. And I was like, I have no fucking clue what's been going on tonight. No clue.
And then I was in my bedroom. Not only had the Wi-Fi went off, my phone was dead, but all I could hear was orgasms all night. That was my purgatory I had that night. After dragging him up this, drag in him. And I went, get in there, and you just went.
No, mate, so Dad's headphones ran out, so what could you hear all night? Just what are the noises?
Oh, yeah!
And then sick.
That was all I could hear all night.
It's a good mission.
I was sitting there going, oh,
it makes me feel better. I didn't
God.
hear the sex. I can't remember it. So
no, because all you could hear was... But I could hear both. I had that, and Adam going, oh God, he started again. And I was like, which one's he on about? The fucking or the vomit?
That was a good thing about the council house was soundproof. Did you ever hear sex in the council house?
I did. I heard you every fucking night.
Yeah, but you live right next to me, so you were literally in the room next to me, so that makes sense. But Dan,
can you remember when you made us protect the sitting room door when you had sex?
Oh, you did well there. Thank you very much for that.
Can you remember?
Oh, no bother, mate.
Can you remember the council house where there was bugs at the end of my bed?
Yeah.
Oh, that was wrong, mate.
Can you remember when I moved in
Can I just
and my
apologise?
bed was
Can we
damp?
apologise to any person who ever entered that house?
Yeah.
Girls, boys, whatever. I don't care. I apologise to every single person.
Yeah,
See, we had the decency not to bring a girl back to that house.
Yeah.
You just picking them up on roundabouts, going to Liverpool. Wells.
Manchester, was it?
Manchester.
Manchester.
Remember that girl you shagged in the bush?
No.
I lied about that one. But
Who's that shag in Manchester?
I don't know about Manchester.
I don't know.
You used to pick like viewers up on roundabouts.
Viewers, one viewer.
No.
And by the way, she was 19.
Have you ever been to Your Sushi? Do you know on a conveyor belt? That was what this roundabout was like. You just pick them off. I'll have you today. I'll have you tomorrow, and you can come as well. That's what it was like.
Literally.
It wasn't it. Your Sushi for Cal's fucking
Yeah.
bell end.
Oh.
It smelled like sushi as well.
I've changed since then. I've changed since then. I went for a phase of like.
A phase is right.
Now he just shags influencers.
Sponsored by TikTok.
Stop right this fucking second.
I ain't stopping for shit, motherfucker.
Influencers, we love influencers.
What was that? That last was nice. Don't say what I knew.
Who we've got?
The one you showed us today, she was actually nice.
Which one?
No, me, because I know. I don't know.
Right, moving on.
I don't actually know who you're on about.
Neither do I.
Can you remember when I used to come in from work and my bed used to always be wet?
Oh yeah, mate.
Because of how damp it was in my room.
You used to go to bed, right? I mean, Daddy's sheets were soaking, mate. It used to be
because it was damp. It was a damp room, so I
Can
had
I tell you the best story about Dan's room ever? Okay. Dan's room was an extension to the house, so it wasn't actually part of the house.
Oh,
it was the interrogation room.
It was the interrogation room.
Yeah.
Because it was used to be a police station. It was the most cold room in the house, okay? Dan...
The radiators didn't work.
Being the coldest room in the house, bought a portable heater, which was beautiful, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
It made your room boil within seconds.
I did.
Dan, being in the house, got quite poor at one point, as in he didn't have money, okay?
Yeah, because I lost... Well, I didn't lose my job, I just quit.
I was doing okay at one point, but I was very cold in the room. Not as cold as Dan. Dan was freezing his fucking tits off in that room unless he had a heater. But Dan was so desperate to get money that he sold me his portable heater for $10. And I nicked off him, and every day since, he slept freezing.
Do you know when I sold you the heater?
When?
During the Beast of the East.
Oh, no.
That makes it sad.
Why'd you do that?
I don't know, I need the money.
I mean, I wasn't even that cold at the time. If I was just like, I could be a bit warmer.
Yeah, I mean, you like didn't have like loads of money, but you had more money than us. So you were like, you just used to pick shit off us, just like pay us to like clean shit up. We were like slaves. You'd be like, oh, come clean me room for a $10. I'd be like, bye, I'll do that. Like, do you remember?
Yeah.
I'm sorry for that. I'm sorry for the amount of times you had a shiver that night. Like, how many nights it was after that.
Yeah, it was cold. It was cold.
You could have done some fucking exercise. That would have fucking taught you.
I actually, being on the council house diet was the best thing I've ever done. Just starve yourself, worry, and sleep in a cold room.
And now
loses you loads of weight.
No, but like so obviously coming here today, we got the bus. You know, it's not all glamorous. It was like 7.5 hours anyway. We drove past the council house, it was mental. It's because like obviously Cal's moved to London now, which is in this like really fucking amazing apartment.
Oh, thank you.
But compared to the council house is. It's mental. You can't even describe it, yeah. And obviously we've moved out, so like to a better place than the council house. No, I wish.
But your flat's
it's nice.
Decorated better.
No, we've made the most of it. But it's nice. But like, it's just crazy how this is a year, mate.
I know.
Like, no, we couldn't even afford food a year ago.
We were paying what, like £200 a month for that place, and we were struggling. I was like struggling.
Do you know
each. Yeah.
Do you know what was ironic? We paid more in council tax fines than what we did on rent.
Yeah.
Council tax bastards.
I remember when I had...
They are fucking kids. Do you remember that ongoing argument I had with the TV licence people as well, saying we didn't own a fucking TV, and they never believed us. But I was like,
we didn't, to be fair. We didn't.
No, we didn't. And they were like, we'll come around your house, and I was like, right, bring it.
Yeah, I can't remember if fucking rent wasn't bad enough, so we got a landlord was like 150 quid council tax. I was like, right, I might be alright here. The Wi-Fi thing, the Vodafone thing.
Oh yeah, so we didn't have Wi-Fi for 2 weeks when we first moved in. So we had to get I got like a portable Wi-Fi box for Cam, but it was in my name. But
you already had it. We just put money on it. Well, I put my own £15 on.
I had it, but it wasn't like under a contract or anything. You had to put it under a contract for like a month.
Like pay as you go.
Yeah. And Cam used it, but it did. The thing is, realistically, once it's out of data, it should stop.
Yeah, Vodafone, fuck off.
Yeah, but it didn't. It didn't tell Cam when it stopped. And next one we know, 2 weeks later, with £170 fine for using it too much.
and I had to pay it because you're like straight away because your mum was gonna.
Because who's in my mum's name?
I had to go. Oh no, I had to go to the hospital to do like.
Oh my god!
Oh
Please,
my
that's like
god!
how you
Yeah,
got
that
money.
was.
That's the maddest. Cam was so skint, so he did.
All right, so
I
that
thought
was
my
the final
job was
straw. I was
bad.
like I couldn't actually pay £170. I think I just paid all the rent.
Can I just clarify? Pete, like, we talk about being poor a lot. Can I clarify how desperate we're for money at some points? Because listen to this story. Like, this is like different levels.
But I was strapping for this.
You
shit,
needed
like.
money, Cam. Go on, tell.
Anyway, so I was like, right, £170. Stroke of luck, my mate Liam was like, oh yeah, mate, there's this thing where I can get 200 quid cash in hand. I was like, all right, what is it? I'll do it. Whatever it was. And then he was like, so basically, there's trainee doctors, okay, at the hospital. All we need to do for 2 full days, 8 till 6, we just need to go and lie there, and they're gonna do clinical tests somewhere. So I was like, trainee doctors, okay, and they were shoving their hands.
I'm glad you finished with that.
So far, like down where they were like touching my cock.
Yeah, and you had not been in
The Vise area, yes.
You had not been having connections with girls at that point. Therefore, down there wasn't in the best state.
Mate, but it was just so jelly. The most like, I don't get embarrassed, but that was the most embarrassed I've ever been in my life. Like, that was just stripping
Well,
a
that was
man.
2 days, wasn't it, as well?
Yeah, that was stripping a man down and just everything he's
200
worth.
quid.
Like, everything I was worth, just my whole self-respect.
Can you imagine, like, hearing that from, like, you know, like, oh, I was at work. What did you do today, Cam? Oh, well, I got petroleum jelly smeared all over me genitalia.
Yeah. Anyway, so I was like, I got 200 quid cash in an envelope. I was like, right, cool. All that, just handed that. I don't think I opened it. I just handed it to you. I was like, all that for like nothing.
Just for rent.
Yeah, and to pay that stupid fine.
I've got a story for both of yous right now.
Okay.
Should I bring up a story when we just talk about it generally?
It's about you.
No, about you two.
Oh.
You might have one for me, but I have one for you, both of yous.
Oh, hang on.
Fucking
Okay.
hell.
I don't
Should
think
start
I
with Dan.
remember this. Oh, God.
Dan's story specifically.
Here we go.
Dan had a lot of occasions where he would like send news to people. I've spoken about this briefly in like videos before.
Just briefly. Not that I was mentioned in every fucker.
Yeah.
Just briefly, though.
One specifically. Dan went to a pub.
We've talked.
A long time ago in a galaxy far away.
I'm telling you a video, but it's private now, so I feel like we're talking about it now. Dan went to a pub, okay, with 2 girls specifically. One of them being a viewer. Oh, we're both viewers.
Yeah.
Okay.
Pass. I don't actually know.
I didn't get told about this until like a week later. But Dan went to a pub with these people. I knew he went, but I just didn't know what happened. Dan, being the desperate little minx that he was at the time,
and very drunk.
I
would
was
just
at
like
pub,
to
drinking
say.
away, whatever. Says, you know what? I'm gonna go to the toilet. Really need a piss right now. Goes to the toilet. Whilst he's in the toilet, sends a nude to the girl he's currently at the pub with. Okay, bear in mind, you're at a pub with a girl. You go to the toilet, send her a nude, and come back as if nothing's fucking happened. How does that work? Tell me.
It takes some stones to do that, though, doesn't it?
Right.
Does.
Did it work for you? Was it a good technique? Do you think for getting girls?
What goes through your head?
I've got a big cock. Let us take a picture of it. That's kind of. It's kind of how it goes.
Confident.
It's kind of how it goes.
No, but like, how? Why would you not just?
Well,
show
how?
them?
I just whip it out and then go.
Why would you
Yeah,
not
but
just
Dan,
show
you were
them?
like, how? Right? Is it not awkward for you to go to the toilet,
no,
send a picture of your cock
to a
pull your
16-year-old.
foreskin back, and send the beautiful picture of your penis, the best picture you can, and come back and just act as if nothing happened while you're drinking a little vodka coke?
To
No,
a 16-year-old.
No, it
She
wasn't to a 16.
She was 18. Okay.
And I was in fact 18. At this present time, I'm 19 now. Of the time of recording, because it could be out later.
So how did that work? How were you feeling confident or what?
I was pissed.
Because the way I see this is, it's like me being on a date with a girl and randomly halfway through the day being like, here's my cock, and just whacking it out and see what the reaction will be.
What was
To
their
me, that
reaction?
doesn't seem like a good reaction.
How
do you set a dick pic to this last beforehand? Could you been thinking of it?
No.
What was their reaction when like you came back? You walked out the toilet like McGregor.
Hey, Dan, nice cock. That's
That's not how it works.
You've got a weapon down there, don't you, Daniel?
I was pissed. Honestly, I can't remember. I was pissed on the outcome of that.
And
I
Dan
can't
didn't know we knew for about 2 weeks until we brought it up randomly in a video. He was like,
Surely you can insert the clip.
okay, I'll insert the clip right now if Dan realised that we knew.
It's not a secret you told somebody.
Have you told it?
No.
Oh, you fucking cunt. But
Right.
we're not saying this, just look at the camera, right? You're not allowed to react. Then you've got to look at the camera. So, never have I ever been with a group of girls in a pub and then went to the toilet to send a nude back to that group of girls.
Right. Interesting one.
It's an interesting one. It's an interesting one, that. It's very hot in here, Daniel, I'll tell you that for nothing. Alright, it was me, okay? It was me!
But yeah, Dan, that was good.
That was an oh shit moment when I was like, interesting. But yeah, I was, I don't care.
You were a dirty little minx back in the
I still am.
Days, yeah.
I think I am a bit of a
The
slut.
thing is,
Let's make Callum feel awkward. So, Callum, how do you feel that you've... this is too far even for me to ask you this.
I have no idea what you're about to say.
No, neither do I.
Oh no, can't say that's just Shan. That's just Shan.
Don't say names. Whatever you're about to say.
Okay.
I have no idea what you're about to say, but don't say names.
How was your city experience?
I was going to meet viewers, mate.
No, the afterlife.
The afterlife, literally the life you created.
Oh well, I had to go flush the
Allegedly.
toilet and a tissue.
Oh shit. Should we talk about this? It's a
Yeah.
good story though, that's a thing.
Yeah,
I feel like I spoke about it on live.
Oh, we're talking about it now. You've brought my shit into it.
Okay, good story. I'm not going to mention any names, whatever I do.
No, this is.
Fuck! Okay. Right.
Oh,
She's
I
me female, I don't care.
I know.
She's not called Bill Boole, alright?
No,
my
no, you
God.
can't do that. No, we need to tread carefully with this one because it could get multiple people in trouble.
Who?
Fucking cares?
Well,
else?
yourself, and then
She's a dick though.
I know.
I don't care. Like, I'm not going to mention her name, but she's a
Like,
dick.
yeah.
What? You know people that are offended? Fuck off.
Okay, so something in the city happens, right?
Not on my watch.
A girl that was like DMing me a bit happened to be there at one of the parties. I thought she was a nice girl, whatever, okay? Whatever happened, okay? We slept together. That's not the interesting part. The interesting part is, after that, she then, once I wanted to like, because I was just like, I was very, very, very drunk, as in like literally like dying. After that, I went home. Whilst during a live stream, she posted on Twitter saying that she's pregnant.
Oh shit! Here
With
we
me
go
being
again.
19-year-old little Callum for baby face and not even knowing how to do his hair at that point. I
We
was
still
like,
don't.
Still have no idea, so I wouldn't be ready right now. Obviously, I'm shitting myself during a live stream. She posted whilst I was doing a live stream.
Just faced.
When did she post it?
She posted on Twitter a picture of her sticking her belly out with a baby emoji and a love heart emoji.
Oh dear.
So did you see this whilst you were on stream?
Viewers were like commenting on the stream, telling me to look at it. So I saw it whilst Josh Cook was around my house at the time,
Oh.
and I was like, "Sound okay, right? I'm dad. Okay, a bit scared. I'm not gonna lie."
Excuse you.
And then it gets very deep. Whatever. I'm not gonna tell names, but she then admitted about an hour later, after stringing me along with the fact that I'm a dad, then told me that I'm not a dad, which can't say.
Few.
Thrilled.
A few.
Absolutely thrilled. But then I was like, right, you've lied to me about being pregnant. I don't want anything to do with you, which I feel like is that not a logical like?
That's a fair.
That's a good
It's a fair.
precaution to take.
Okay, thank you. Okay.
It's a fair
So I stopped speaking
stance.
for a week. She then messaged me a week later and says, I've been in a car crash.
As
Um,
you do.
as
You
you
know,
do.
baby car crash.
And me trying to be
Claimed
like, whatever,
the
I'm
names.
going to sympathise with you, obviously, because that's bad. I'm going to talk to you, whatever. And I realised she was in the hospital for about 3 or 4 days at that point. I was thinking, you're in a car crash. You showed me a picture of a car crash. It looks like someone kind of backed up into your car. Like, it doesn't look bad in the slightest. Because I've been in a car crash before. My car was in a lot worse state, and I was fine afterwards. I was like, oh, so you're probably still in the hospital. FaceTime me then. And obviously, at this point, I'm like really sympathising. I'm like literally like making sure like she was okay, trying to be as nice as possible. And I was like, okay, right, FaceTime me. She said no over and over again, saying no over and over again. And I was like, well, why the fuck do you not want to FaceTime me whilst you're in a hospital? We can talk, whatever. She then cracks in and says, right, I'll FaceTime you. I have a picture to prove this, like screen grab to prove it, but I'm not gonna put it in. But she then FaceTimes me, all I can see is the top of her forehead, and that's it. Like, and the wall behind her. And I'm like, oh, okay, right, carrying a conversation. I'm like, okay, show me around, like, your hospital ward. She's like, no. I was like, what do you mean? All you have to do is, like, turn the camera around and you can just show me the hospital ward. No, not doing it. Eventually, because I can see the bed frame behind me. I'm not a fucking idiot, you know what I mean? I see a bed frame. Eventually, she then tells me that she's not in the hospital. She was home with her mate, because I could hear her mate talking in the background. And she basically lied about being in a car crash, so I would speak to her. And not end shit. And I was thinking, you are psychotic. And this is a YouTuber, by the way.
Yeah. Well, not anymore.
Not anymore.
I mean, how you can't call a YouTuber.
No, okay, right. She did videos
Should be
at one point.
An influencer.
She's an influencer. Okay?
Fuck influencers.
She's more of an
Fuck
Instagram person.
them,
But like, I feel like we can end this at this point. How long are we going for?
Too fucking
An hour
long.
and 20. Jesus Christ. Okay, right. Yeah. If you did stop by, thank you very much. I feel like if we did a part 2 of this, it's very capable of talking about more shit. If you want a part 2, then leave questions down below of what specifically we want us to talk about, and we'll talk about it at a time when it's not 5 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
The sunrise here is brilliant. Look at the red.
I feel like I started this podcast very, very drunk and finish it quite sober.
Yeah,
the
sun has risen.
Yeah.
Look how nice it looks.
It looks nice, doesn't it? You can't see in the camera.
You know what, mate?
Nice.
If you put a bullet in my head right now, I'd die happy.
Really?
God, why does everything have to end?
In part 2, we will do that. Okay.
It's like life.
But for now, thank you very much for watching. Subscribe to the main channel, subscribe to Callum, subscribe to Dan, and yeah, I'll see you guys in a bit. Okay. Right. Goodbye.